I like to watch and this is probably a great source of these kind of things, the YouTube videos that are the funny signs that people up. Have you ever put up? Yeah, do things like that. The one yesterday, right? Yeah, the one said men at work, and underneath it said women work really hard too, but we don't need to put signs up to tell people about it. Yeah. You could probably just put a YouTube video up there and then keep running it over and over again. That's a good idea.
If you're at home, watch us online, and wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you're welcome here. This is a no judgment zone, so please feel free to express yourself in the best possible way. As we start this morning, we want to talk about gratitude. Old friend of mine crossed my mind this morning on the way here, and Clarence was a coal miner, and he lost a lung with black lung disease, and his favorite saying was, "Every day you get up and suck air, it's a good day." And you know, there's something to that. There's gratitude every morning if we get up and have the pleasure of being here, because we never know if this is our last day or one of many, many more. But we need to be grateful for what we have, and more often than not, we need to be grateful for those things we don't have. So today we take a moment, breathe deep, and in great gratitude, know that you're in the right place this morning. You're with the right people this morning, and your day is going to be blessed. It can't happen any other way. The law of the universe says if you think positive thoughts, you'll have positive returns. So today we say thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you to Don and John for singing today. And we are blessed for being here, and so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Dave. We're grateful for our chaplains doing the opening prayers each week. So let's stand together and sing. My soul is welcome here.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place in the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the best at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting.
Thank you, Don, for opening us beautifully as always. Now let's say our new mission statement together. We are a spiritual community inspiring transformation through love, joy, and integrity. Thank you, and please be seated. And welcome to Unity of East Louisville, and wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. And that song just says to me, I think about that song all week long. It's like you're in the right place at the right time. So if you're here, you're meant to be here, and our spirits are going to learn something from each other today, which is beautiful. Usually it's warmth and love in this place, the best place in Louisville, in my opinion. Anyway, thank you for being here online, too, if you're home. And we're thankful for our chaplains who always open the service with a beautiful prayer, and they're also here to pray with you at the end of the service as well. And today Don is doing double duty for Les. He's doing the sound and the music. And Don, you'll see him running back and forth in between. Thank you, Don, man of many hats. So thank you, Don, for the many, many things you do. Don is also playing this afternoon at a Turtle Run Winery. If you'd like to go, that's 1:30 to 5:30 today, and I know a few people are going to go down there. And thank you to John Gage. We're so glad you're back, John. Yay. We love having you here. He's like a local celebrity, so we're lucky to have John Gage coming to play for our community. And we have our own wonderful Reverend Valerie Mansfield going to speak about living in the light, which is what we all strive to do. And if you haven't already done so, please do turn off your cell phones so that they don't make cute little noises during the service. Let's see, we need to talk about a few things. I think I've thanked
Peace game, and it is on Zoom. It starts on Wednesday. Go into more detail about the online game. I played the in-person game. With people from Afghanistan, Africa, all over the world, as you're queuing up the peace action that everybody's going to work on between that meeting and the next meeting. And then you break out into breakout rooms with people just from Louisville, because we're building what's called a Peace on Earth zone here in Louisville that has a scalability aspect to it. So see me or Val after if you are interested.
Thanks, Suzanne, because I've been curious about the online part, what you actually do. So thanks for explaining that a little bit.
You can sign up on our website.
Okay, you can sign up on the website if you didn't hear Val.
Take you to the link to sign up for the peace page to get the Zoom.
Okay, and can you miss some of the Wednesdays? Is it okay? I mean, I know they don't want you to, but
They don't want you to, but as long
you have
as you
to.
do your activities, so like there's 7 different actions that we do. The first one is empowerment. And that's the action that I'm working on this week. So where do I have empowerment in me and in the world kind of thing? So there's different aspects to it that you have to complete so that you can get with your group and just
talk about what you've done. Okay, thank you guys. Yeah.
But if you do play, then there's a Zoom that you need to watch because they did the onboarding meeting last week.
Okay,
And so you just have to watch that before you go in.
so watch it before you start. Okay. All right, so Val or Suzanne, if you have any questions about that afterwards. And Valerie, I was going to mention the Reiki that you're doing, and I had put it down on my calendar, but I realized I haven't done Reiki 1 and 2. So you have to have completed 1 and 2 to do this one, right? It's the third part in the series of Reiki training. Okay, and that is June 1st, Saturday.
That's the first Saturday
Okay.
in June at
10 o'clock, 10 to 4, yeah. So that's a master training.
Yeah. And then if you haven't done training and you want to do it, it's the last week in September.
You're going to do another one in September that's for the beginners.
Friday and Saturday.
Okay. All right, that one will come up later. We won't talk about that now or we'll forget all about it because I don't see anybody with their notebooks out writing all this down. Okay, the women's luncheon, the next one is Friday, the 24th, which is coming up really soon, and it's at 11:30, and it's at the Westport Village Wild Eggs, and I think Kathy will send something out about that. If you're interested, there's also a sign-up sheet at the back. And let's see, the shamanic drumming, the next session is Monday, June 3rd. Normally, it's the last Monday of the month, but they had to change it to June 3rd this time for the May part of that shamanic drumming. That's at 6:15 here in the church. And let's see, I already made a card, I think, left in my dad jokes box. So Don doesn't even have to pick which one today that I read. All right, I am friends with 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why. Okay, does anybody remember that? Last night, me and my partner watched 3 movies back to back. Luckily, I was the one facing the TV. They're such great silly dad jokes, aren't they? All right, and here's your last silly joke. Doctor, I think my wife is getting hard of hearing. There's a simple test, he says, that you can run to see how bad the problem is. Start out 40 feet away from her and in a normal conversational tone, say something and see if she hears you. If not, go to 30 feet, then 20 feet, and so on until you get a response. That evening, the man's wife is in the kitchen cooking dinner and he's in the living room. In a normal tone, he asks, honey, what's for supper? No response. So he moves to the other end of the room and repeats, "Honey, what's for supper?" Again, still no response. Next, he moves into the dining room. "Honey, what's for supper?" No response. So he walks up to the kitchen door. "Honey, what's for supper?" Again, no response. So he walks right up behind her and says, "Honey, what's for supper?" "For the 5th time, Harry, chicken." Greet each other in love and joy. Remember, it may not be your spouse. So Kathy, Carol just told me that it's changed, the women's luncheon has changed to the last Friday.
Who said that?
Carol. She said you changed it to the last Friday of the month?
That's not the last Friday.
No, it's not. I think the 31st is. Do you have your calendar? Is the 31st the last? Yeah. Right, that's why she said they were changing. Do you want to just change it to the last Friday of the month so it's easier that way? Okay. In general, I mean, I would say. Again. But before we do that, I'm going to tell you that there is a correction to the women's luncheon. It's the last Friday of the month, not the 24th, which I think is the 31st, but I don't have a calendar in front of me. Okay, 31st is the women's luncheon at Westport Village, Wild Eggs. So I think we're going to change it to the last Friday of the month just to keep it easier. Anyway, now we're going to sing I Release and I Let Go.
Struggle
morning. Our daily my spiritual nature. Sometimes I may forget my divine identity by thinking of myself as weak, incapable, or unfortunate. If I have spoken disempowering words about myself, I release those thoughts and stop using those words. Each time I say, I am, I strengthen my awareness of the truth of my being. I am God's life, love, wisdom, and strength, expressing uniquely as me. As I pay attention to my thoughts and words, I am able to recognize and release limiting thoughts more quickly. My awareness of my true identity grows stronger and stronger. He said to them, "But who do you say that I am?" It's from Matthew 16, verse 15. Today's word is I am.
Our Creator, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from error. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Listen to what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and for what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. Our lives are prayers, and we are always praying. Our lives are prayers. Be careful what you're doing. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer.
And so now, as we come to that time where we just take a breath and we allow the seat to uphold us. And now take another deep breath in and really let it go. Allowing that energy to pulsate throughout your entire being. Focusing on the top of your head, seeing that golden light of wisdom, love, power flowing from above you into your entire being, slowly, gently, awakening every cell in the body to the healing power of love. Awakening the thoughts to the good that is all around you, the unlimited possibilities of living are right there, waiting for you to awaken and embrace that power, that purpose, that life. Continuing just to allow that energy, golden light, to flow through the body, loosening and releasing anything that is stuck, that is ready to go, and let it flow into Mother Earth. Let it flow into the atmosphere from your hands, from your feet, and be transformed into something else that is only good. And now we breathe into our heart. And we drop down into that solar plex, that seat of wisdom. And we listen for the guidance, the guiding light of love from that inner consciousness in the silence. And now we take a breath. We continue to see and feel that golden light, that energy and power flowing from the top of our head through our whole being and all around us, encircling us in the love and light that is our truth, knowing that we are always guided in the infinite wisdom of all the ages. We are perfect and whole in our being. Every cell radiates in that magnificent light of life. Life flows through us as we interact with others in relationships. We are whole and healthy. Our relationships are whole and healthy. It comes from within. It is the truth of our being shared with others. The new light, the new life is awakened in you, as you and moving through you is love with power and courage. You are a magnificent being, empowered to do all that is yours to do in this moment and every moment as you move forward in peace and calm. And so it is. Amen.
This is my first time to walk up to the platform without a cane. There's some healing energy here. God bless you. If I can find a pick. Long before stories were told, before time, before beginnings, a primal sentience stirred the darkness, defining and begetting space. The unknown came rising up into the knowing mind, fermenting endless possibilities of being, an ever-expanding universe of love and grace. Starlit skies are glowing, filled with endless possibilities, from a world beyond our knowing, shines a lifetime, divine epiphany. The soundscape, the sacred dream, creation's celestial symphony, song of life with a soulful theme, brings us face to face with our true humanity. I feel the winds of eternity blowing, the infinitude of my days. I feel the seeds of new life growing, the soil of 1,000 graves. And this is the birth of me, unfolding dream coming to be. A invitation to the banquet of creation. My thoughts become my history, imagining my destiny. On my way to a new horizon, life when a dream comes rising. I feel the winds of eternity blowing, the finitude of my days. I feel the seeds of new life growing in the soil of a thousand grains. This is the birth of me, folding dream coming to be. My brand new reality. This is what it means to be free. This is what it means to be free. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Okay, there's the sermon. This is what it means to be free. Right? Yeah. So living in the light, and for many of you know that light is wisdom. So how do we live in the wisdom of all that is? Anybody? How do we live in the wisdom of all that is? Pretty daunting, isn't it? Can be. So this morning when I was looking at this, because Kathy and I created this, I don't know, a couple months ago, right, Kathy? Living in the light of wisdom allows us to realize old thoughts, beliefs, and habits. And fear is the great motivator to keep us stuck in place. Light allows us to see beyond the fear into new possibilities. So fear, complete opposite of love. Fear is the darkness. It's that old record playing in the head. It's the old thought that is lurking in the background. Any of you guys read Harry Potter? The Bogarts? Right? What is the fear? And fear is different for everybody. Just as in the book, at the movie Harry Potter, the Bogarts were different for each person. So that fear, what I fear, you might say, well, that's crazy. Right? And what you fear, I might think, well, that's nuts. How do we get so paralyzed by our thinking that it takes away and actually sucks the energy, right? Because that's what happens in the book, Harry Potter. What's his greatest fear? The Dementors. And what did the Dementors do? They suck the energy out of your life until you are paralyzed and no longer living. You're asleep. And so that's what fear does to all of us. It paralyzes us. And sometimes it's in a relationship, right? So we get stuck and we're going around and around and around and around in our story and in our thought about this relationship, which really means that you are giving your power over to this relationship, or you're giving your power over to this thought that is not real about this relationship. So we give our power away. And when we give our power away, we just exist. And we see it in society. Right now, it's rampant in society. It's where all the violence is coming in. It's because people are trapped by fear, by poverty, which is what? It's a fear of lack. It's lack consciousness exploded. There's not enough. Well, we know that's not true. There's more than enough in this universe for everyone to live a life of peace, of joy, and happiness. And how do we that are awakening, right? Because we're awakening to this new thought. How do we step into the action of helping others to see beyond the fear? Are you willing to get out of your own comfort zone? Because that's where we play, right? How many of you play outside your comfort zone on purpose? 1, 2. And it's not easy. Because we have to step in and through our fear. One of the things that, working with teenagers for years, I taught them how to do when they encounter their fear. Because sometimes with, people growing up, it's that concrete, how do I do this? I got to have it in my hand to be able to do it. The abstract is not working. So one of the exercises we used to do is we'd get in a big circle and we'd picture the fear, or we'd feel the fear in us. And what does that picture as? Was it a person? Was it a situation? What is it? And then we would all jointly hold hands and walk through our fear and scream. Do you know what happens? It dissipates the fear. Because there's so much energy in that circle that you can actually feel the pop of the fear being released. So nobody got left behind. Now, did they pick the fear back up? Maybe. Or maybe it manifested in another way. If we didn't go in at that moment to that inner conscious being and replace it with a new thought of good, a new way to embrace the fear, to look at it and overcome it. Now in Harry Potter, he was taught to face his fears, right? That's what he had to do. If you've seen the one with the Bogart coming out of the wardrobe at him, and it's the Dementor, and what he had to do is he had to create a powerful image, the stag, right? So he had to go within to that inner consciousness and use his ability to create the object to overcome the fear. And that's what we all have to do. We have to reach down deep in that inner space. We have to go within and connect with Source. Because that is the only way out of the fear. You are not going to get out of fear by talking yourself through it. It's not going to go away in your head. You have to get the guidance from within to move through it, to overcome it, to rise above it. And then that's when you're really living, right? You're living fearlessly. When I was looking at this, it was really interesting. The first time I've noticed this, I went to truthunity.org because it's easier than pulling out the Revealing Word or the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary. But from the Revealing Word, the word fear. Painful emotion marked by alarm, dread, disquiet. That's the definition. Fear is one of the most subtle and destructive errors that the carnal mind exists and experiences. Fear is a paralyzer of mental action. It weakens both the mind and the body. Fear throws dust in the eyes and hides the mighty spiritual forces that are always within us. Blessed are those who deny ignorance and fear and affirm the presence and power of Spirit. So, when we're living our lives and we're feeling good and everything's going great, then you turn on the TV and you see all the destruction. And that fear creeps in. Anybody have that happen? It happens, and it's okay. And when it does happen, you have to go back within yourself and get the power that you allowed to step in and overcome the fear. You have to dig down deep, connect with Spirit, and resume your power. But here's what I found interesting. When you go to the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary, the word fear, as used in 1 Simon 12:24, implies reverence or respect for the law of God. And so I went and looked up what that Bible verse was, and it says, "But be sure to fear the Lord and serve him faithfully with all your heart. Consider what great things he has done for you." All your heart represents the whole of the inner consciousness or the inner source of life. That's the reverence, is the inner source of life. When we fear life, we are not connected to that inner source of all that is. We're allowing the outer world to guide us instead of using our God-given power to guide ourselves and to live through Spirit. We all have choices. We all have challenges. Living in the moment and living life in the moment is about embracing the challenges. What is the lesson in the challenge? What is the lesson in the encounter with that person who is pushing all your buttons? It's within you. Are you allowing someone else to have your power? And that's really what's pushing your buttons? How do you get it back? You have to face the fact that you are playing a role in that situation. You have to face the fear and breathe and move through it to overcome it. Go within. The answers lie in the source of life. Change your mind. Change your path. Change your thinking. Dig deep. Use your imagination. The love that is above. Show up as that love. So what does that look like? What does love shining through you? The energy from violence to peace. Each of you are walking a path. And each of us is facing a fear. Figure out what it is. The only way through it is to be awake, know that it exists, and that the paralyzation is giving up your power to it, to the fear. Take your power back from within you, whether it's an illness, whether it's prosperity, whether it's violence in the city, whatever it is that you have given your power away to, counter it with love. Move through it with love. Surround it with love. Take back your power. It's your God-given right. All the power is within you to live a life that you create in your mind, your being, and all around you. Whatever your heart's desire is yours when you live from the power of the inner consciousness that is alive and awake in you. I love you. I bless you. I behold the living Spirit in each of you.
Thank you, Val. Inspirational words as always. I do feel healing energy in this place. And that's what it's all about. And yesterday I had a 2-hour conversation with my middle son, who will soon be 50. Do you think you're getting old when your children start turning 50? Oh my God, yeah. I must be old. Anyway, our 2-hour conversation, as he's working his way through the 12 steps, was fear. And he was saying fear is the thing you got to deal with most of all. So your words rang. I'll send him the link and he can watch your sermon. One thing I forgot to do was put a music stand up here. It's okay. Let's not take time. I think I can get through it. One of my favorite Tom Paxton songs, a great folk singer, great writer. I had the pleasure of being with him on stage a few times. There's a high drifting cloud to the east of me. There's a warm summer sun on my skin. There's a songbird who thinks he invented his song. Well, I'm not gonna argue with him. There's a peace in this place that's contagious. There's a moon on the bright side of noon. It's a feeling I've waited a long time to find, and I just want to share it with you. Feels like it's all coming together. Feels like I'm on the best kind of road. Feels like it's all coming together. Myself, a serious man, I provided my own thunderclouds. sing with me. Feels like it's all coming together. Feels like it's all coming. Feels like I'm on the best kind of road. Feels like I'm on the best kind of road. Feels like it's all coming. Feels like it's all coming together. Feels like love. Feels like love clear down in my soul. This last verse I wrote, and I don't have it memorized, but we'll get it. There's unfulfilled dreams inside of me. There's a universe of possibility. The world is needing the gifts we bring. There's a song I'm longing to sing. I'll take the first step, not seeking permission. Set sail on life's great expedition. Because a brand new day's not that far away. And I finally know what to say. This time it's going to feel like we're all coming together. Feels like we're all coming together. Feels like we're on the best kind of road. Feels like we're all coming together. Feels like love clear down in my soul.
Thank you, two consummate professionals, our speaker and our musician. Thank you to both. We will carry your words all through the week, so thank you both. Be singing the song in our head and thinking about everything Valerie said, so thank you both. Now it's time to hold your blessing in your hand, and we'll say the offering together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God. I think I said that backwards, but that's okay. You know what I mean.
All these givers and receivers of these wonderful monetary blessings to this community, but these baskets leave more than that. They leave with each of our energy, each of our hopes, all of our dreams, and all the wonderful music for everybody's generosity, and we bless everyone, and so it is.
Chaplains will be up front here to pray with you if you have any prayer needs at the end, and we'll stand and say the prayer for protection together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us.
each moment in peace, eternal.